Hey guys, this is Rachel with BigAdult.com, and today we are here to talk about one of my favorite topics, pets.
Let's talk about pets, baby. Let's talk about fur and fleas. Let's talk about all the puppies and the kitties that can be. Let's talk about pets.
I am the single mother of 3 pets. Say hi, Lola. Hi, Godzilla. You will probably see them walking around or hear them barking and meowing during the course of this video, because that's what pets do. So with 3 pets, taking care of them myself, I deal with a lot of poop, a lot of pee, a lot of fur, and a lot of bad behavior. And because I'm doing it myself, I need a little extra help, and I do that with gadgets, technology, and robots. And so I'm here today to tell you how you can hack pet ownership. The first product I want to show you guys is called a Petcube. Now there's actually 2 types of Petcubes, and I have both. But before we get started, full disclosure, I actually work at Petcube. But I knew about the device before I worked there, and I really, really love it, so I'm super psyched to share it with you guys. Now this is the Petcube Play. Petcube Play is an interactive pet cam that lets you watch, talk to, and play with your pet. How do you play with your pet through a camera? Glad you asked that. So Petcube Play, you can see in this red area, it actually has a laser pointer in it. So you pull up your video feed from your phone, and then you can actually move your finger around the screen and play laser with your cat. It's pretty amazing. If you don't believe me, you can actually download the app right now, and there's hundreds of free pets that you can play with. They're pets that are in shelters or people that open up their home so that you can play with their pet. It's honestly pretty wild. You should give it a try. What Petcube Play also lets you do, it has a camera in it. It has night vision, which is really cool for when your pet gets those nighttime zoomies and runs around at night. It also has 2-way audio. I don't use that a whole ton, but it lets you talk to your pet. Your pet can meow or purr, bark back to you. It's kind of cool. Again, I don't use that feature a whole lot. What I also have from Petcube is the Petcube Bites. Lola. Petcube Bites is their interactive treat cam. It does a lot of the same things as Petcube Play, but rather than the laser pointer, it actually throws treats, which is really cool. You would think it would just be for dogs, but cats like it too. My fat cat goes crazy for it. So the next product I want to talk to you guys about is called Petnet. Now we've all had that moment where we come home late from work to this. Where is my food? I'm starving. Petnet keeps that from happening. Petnet is an automated feeder that you work with an app, and it allows you to remotely feed your pet on a schedule. What's also really cool with Petnet is they've processed in all the different foods, and they can help you figure out how much food you should feed your pet. So I was definitely overfeeding my cats. I just never really thought about how many calories they were getting. Petnet takes their weight, their age, their activity level, and the food you're feeding them, and actually advises you on how much you can feed. And then automated shoots out the food on a schedule every day. It even sends you a push notification letting you know that your pet's been fed, which is really, really cool. A couple of months ago, they even introduced an Alexa skill, so you can tell Alexa to feed your pet. It's kind of incredible. This next product, it changed my life. I can't live without it. It's one of my favorite things I own. What is this miracle product, you might ask? It's a litter box. Litter Robot is the creme de la creme of litter boxes. You might have seen it online. It looks a little bit like Spaceship. It's hard to forget. All my pets' bad behavior with the litter box, peeing outside the box, pooping on the floor, ended with the Litter Robot. Now, mind you, we did take a long time to train on the Litter Robot. It took us about 2 months of accidents on the floor before the pets got used to the Litter Robot. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Leave me alone. I'm shooting a video. What do you want? I'm shooting a video. The way the Litter Robot works is really important because I think people that have had some bad experiences with the other robotic litter boxes, it works differently from that. So rather than scrapers that scrape across and scrape the waste out, the Litter Robot actually rotates a full 360 and then back, and actually scoops the waste, rolls it into a compartment. It works. And especially for a product that's getting poop and pee and dust in it all the time, it's amazing that it works as well as it does. Finally, the last 2 products I want to talk about are pet trackers. Think of these like cell phones for your pet. They actually have a GPS system in it, and you pay for monthly service that lets you GPS track your dog. The LinkAKC is a newer product and it does a lot of really cool stuff besides just GPS track your dog. It has a light in it so that you can see your dog on dark nights. It has a temperature sensor so it can tell you if your dog is in too hot or too cold a place, which is really cool. It has activity monitor, so it's sort of like a Fitbit for your dog. But most importantly, what it does is it actually helps track your dog with GPS. So again, I mentioned that you have to have a monthly plan with these. So think of it like a cell phone for your dog. So that's the LinkAKC. What I don't like about the LinkAKC is it's a little big for a Chihuahua, and frankly, I think it even looks a little bit big on big dogs. Now the other product I want to show you guys is a whistle. It looks like this in the box. It's also a GPS tracker. It doesn't have all the fancy features that the LinkAKC does with the light and the heat sensor, but what it does have is a much smaller size, which is important when you have a small dog like mine, or if you have a cat. The cool part about all these pet gadgets is that I'm not totally bound to my pets all the time. These gadgets and robots, it gives me a lot more freedom to go on a surprise 3-day weekend, or even go to Christmas with my family for 5 days and not have to have somebody look in on the pets. Naturally, these are no substitute for responsible pet ownership, but they really help me be an even more responsible pet owner. If you're interested in any of these products, I'll put the links in the description below. If you thought this video was totally pawsome, give me a thumbs up, and if you want more videos on how to live a more dope adulthood, hit the subscribe button. This is Rachel with BigKidult.com. Say bye, Luna.